Assessment of behavior. Today's topic. So, there are so many ways of assessing a behavior. We are discussing now here about functional analysis of behavior or functional behavior analysis, either is same, and we call it as FBA. So FBA is a process used by them who know how to assess behavior, like at schools, family, by a trained person who know how to assess, at therapy centers by special educators. In FBA, there are formalities and assessing methods which we need to be careful about. An FBA can lead to a plan for how to change the behavior. Some students struggles to learn in because of behavior challenges, and we need to know why this behavior is happening before and what is that causing to happen that behavior. If we ask a child to write something, he might be trashing that paper, yeah, scribbling so much, yeah, erasing too many times. We need to be observe why this behavior is happening with the student, yeah, child. So when we observe, we know the reasons and we need to be careful about that, and we need to note each and every point of what we observed when it is happening. It is an approach which helps to figure out why a student acts a certain way. After we observe, we will know that the student don't know how to write, either copying nor holding a pencil. If we give him, he you know, literally scribble with what we give, like with crayons, pencils. Then after doing that, he don't know what to do. So he literally trash the paper and throw it. So that might be a reason. So we need to be careful before asking someone to do some task. So FBA team may also includes. Why a team? Because we won't be there with the students, your child, all the time. Sometimes it might be general teachers, staff members, special educators, psychologists, neighbors, other students, other professionals, other class teachers, yeah, scaffolding, staff members, higher students, lower students during traveling, so many other places. So we need a family information, school administrators information, professionals who are working with the student with his subjects, co-curricular activities during sports time, etc. So how do we do this assessment? There are 4 steps. Define the behavior means first we have to know about which behavior we are assessing, like while writing, while eating, while participating in sports, or any other activity. Then it is observable, yeah, noticeable. Sometimes some behaviors are not seen but can be felt. So it is further needed to be analyzed by gathering information from different people like family, teachers, and other supportive members, yeah, guardians who stay with the student, yeah, child. Find out the reason for that behavior. For example, when we are observing a particular behavior, we will get some information, then we will know the reason. Why is it happening, when and where? Again, 3 W's. Why, when, where. Then make a plan. uh, how many times we have to observe, with whom, where, when, why is it happening, and what we have to do for that to avoid to occur again and again. And there is a not every student with the behavior challenges gets a functional behavior assessment. Why? Because some behaviors are rarely occurring. Yeah, it only happens sometimes or the other, not all the time in a very frequently. Then we don't assess doing an FBA. During an FBA, the school collects information and makes its best guess about the cause of the behavior. Like if it's happening again and again in multiple frequencies, then we will collect FBA. Families and teachers have a role to play in the FBA process, because these two people are the major key roles in a child or student development. So there are four types of functions of behavior. There is an acronym SEAT. We can give like S for sensory, escape for E, A for attention, T for tangibles. So here what it does for me means, if it is a sensory, like we have senses, auditory, tactile, vision, olfactory, and tactile. So, provides preferred sensory experiences, behavior feels good to do. For example, licking his lips. It makes him feel good, so he does it often. So, when does it happen? Anytime, even when alone, especially if he or she may anxious, like sometimes they do nail biting. It gives some sensory inputs and sensory pleasure for them. Escape. When it happen, when task is too hard, easy, boring, or scary. So removes undesired activities or interactions. Like he is not in a mood to do the task as it is very hard. So he might perform escape behavior. Then attention. When I want social interaction, like ma'am, 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 they might be do that, and sometimes they name call, yeah, make faces. So provides access to people or interactions. So when they do such things, other people will be noticing them. Yeah, they also indulge with them for their play. Tangibles. When I want a preferred item or activity, so they do all the things to grab what they want. So provides preferred items or activities. Again, it's a seat, sensory, escape, attention, tangible. What it does, it provides stimulation anytime it may happen, provides declaration techniques, and redirect to more appropriate behaviors if we redirect them. So the same goes with escape, attention, and tangible. You can read over here. The next topic is behavior recording. So what is recording? Recording may be in a written format, audio recording, video recording, or writing out the points when we note some behaviors. So a method of evaluating a student's behavior that provides you with a very precise picture of its regularity or severity is behavioral recording. So the teacher or aide observes the student directly and collects data on how long or how often a certain behavior occurs. So this means A teacher, a therapist might play a major role in recording these behaviors. So these behavior recordings happens in majorly three forms: frequency recording, duration recording, and interval recording. So this frequency recording is how often that behavior is occurring. Duration, if it is happening, how long does it stay? And interval, and how many times, and if we take 10 minutes, within 10 minutes how many times that behavior takes place within that 1 minute, yeah, 5 seconds, yeah, 10 minutes. So this is a sample sheet for behavior records. It shows student, date, what happened, and why, and what is the outcome of that behavior. Another sheet to write what happened.